And it's the same way you cannot run an economy if time. Well, let's say the government woke up one day and said, the problem is there's not enough hours in a day. So from now on, every single year, we're going to add 1 hour to the day. It would throw the entire system into chaos. Productivity would drop massively as a result of the government trying to add time to the day by defining the second as 70 seconds instead of 60, or defining a day as 25 hours instead of 24. It would throw everything into chaos. Night and day, we'd all get mixed up because, the sun would start to set at the 24-hour mark, but the government would have mandated that the day was 25 hours. It would be chaos. So if time is plentiful, productivity is scarce. If money is plentiful, goods and services are scarce. If distance is plentiful, it gets hard to travel. If measurement is plentiful, it gets hard to build things. You have to have a finite unit of measure of time, of energy, of space, of value, and Bitcoin is that measure of value. So does Bitcoin, if everybody got rich on Bitcoin, does that mean inflation? No, it just means that the US dollar price of everything is rising, but that is not inflation as a result of people having a hard time buying things. That is just the purchasing power shifting from US dollars to Bitcoin. And the same thing would happen if we went onto a gold standard that was not connected to the US dollar. If we started measuring everything in ounces of gold, the same thing would happen. The prices in ounces of gold would go down, just like they're going down in Bitcoin, but the prices in US dollars would go up. But again, I guess I don't call that inflation in the same way. The US dollar is going to lose purchasing power no matter what you do. They're never going to stop printing money. The question is, do you stay on that standard or do you switch to a standard where that is not happening to you? So, complicated issue. I've attempted to massively oversimplify it. Sorry for the areas where I'm not exactly technologically and economically precise due to the complexity of the issue, but hopefully this was still helpful. Thanks, everyone.